Kabbalah is a complete cosmology, an understanding of how God, whatever God is, how God created the universe, including us in it, and our role in this continually creating universe. Because it is continually creating. And we are part of that continual creation of the universe because we are creator beings. Each of us has a little bit of that God part of us that's omniscient, omnipotent, and all those things, omnipresent, and we are involved in co-creation with the divine, co-creation with nature. This premise, when I first heard it back in the 80s, I thought it's simple enough, I understand that, but I really didn't understand it. Now, through my work, I understand it experientially, and that's what I love about dowsing. It can help us understand things in a knowing way, experientially, when things that we accept in a more, let's say, intelligent, from our intellectual thinking or from blind faith. So this premise is that God, again, whatever God is, nobody really understands what God is. But whatever God is, God has an inherent desire to impart its light. God is light, that's just one thing. And God has an inherent desire to impart its light. God wants to express itself. And then God created us as vessels to hold God's light. God created us and everything in the universe, the physical universe, including these energy fields, these subtle energy fields, as vessels to hold God's light. God put within us a desire to receive God's light. So God has a desire to impart its light. God put within us a desire to receive God's light. So we're always wanting more light. When you get inspired by something, when you have a flash, like you had a little idea a little while ago that you really never thought in that way before. You got a little flash of inspiration. And when you get those flashes of inspiration, when you get those aha moments, what's the first thing you want typically?
More.
More, right. You want more understanding, more light, more closeness with the divine. Then what's the next thing you want to do once you get an understanding?
Tell someone else.
Tell someone else, just like you did. You received it, and then you thought about it, and then you want to share it with somebody else. And so that desire to share it with somebody else is the desire to impart. Because God has given us a thinking mind and free will, we can choose to impart God's light. So here's the cycle. God is light. God has an inherent desire to impart its light, express itself. God created us and everything in the physical universe, including these energy fields in the physical universe, as vessels to hold God's light. God put within us a desire to receive God's light. Our glass is always half full. And once we receive God's light, we have the ability, if we choose to impart God's light. That cycle might seem very simple, but again, now I understand it more experientially because it basically explains everything in my work, and ultimately it explains everything in life.